So I want to explain you very quickly some stuff about this, about the circular or the circular swept. You have the two inputs over here. These are the attenuators of the inputs. Here you should probably input two different ramps or two different waves with some quadrature or whatever. And these are the attenuation for the signals. Here you control the phase of the signal. Then you have 4 CV controls for the two vertical and horizontal out. So this signal in, swept in, phase, signal offset, swept offset, vertical, signal offset, swept offset, horizontal, vertical out, horizontal out. Pretty easy. All ICs, as you can see, they are oriented to the north, and all these three, and these two are oriented to the right. These, I will send you some pictures, but it's caps are also with the minus to the left, and with the LEDs you can see this is marked here, and this is marked over here. So just so you can understand how this, and you can figure out for yourself or for other designs, if this is the minus negative, minus 12 negative, and this is the plus 12, voltage will flow always from negative to positive. So if you are in this particular diode and this is the negative, voltage will flow from this leg to this leg, from the leg of the bottom to the leg of the right. So that means the orientation of the diode should be on the top, because the voltage will be flowing upwards this diode. On the other hand, with the positive 12 volts, since this comes from the positive and it's from this leg, and the voltage goes from negative to positive. Negative is this leg, and positive will be this leg. Voltage will be flowing down. So that's why the dot is marked here. I'm very sorry. This is a very, very small package. I should make it very bigger, but well, I just made it because this is what I have on hand. These trim pots are not needed, but you can put them for fine-tuning more stuff if you want, but really they are not really needed. The panel is pretty tight, so these knobs are not, you can have a lot of space, but well, that's the price for having a small module. But I'm going to show you something different on the 4-quadrant, on the quadruple 4-quadrant multiplier. So basically you have one cadet multiplier on each row. This is the input of A, B, C, and well, of the 3, and this is the output of each of the multipliers. As you can see, I draw on the panel. These lines go from here. So this output is mixed. This is a mixer, 4-channel mixer. So each multiplier goes to one of these mixers, and the sum of all of the mix goes here. One funny thing is, as you can see, there's some dotted line from this output to this. This is the dotted line I put on the panel, and this is also the dotted line I put here on the second channel, on the 3rd and 4th channel. So this is to have a root tetra patch if you want. That means if you don't patch anything to this input, it will be normal to this output. So with 2 cables, one for here and one for here, you can have the vertical, and one for here and one for here, you will have the horizontal. You don't need to actually patch the output of one multiplier to the input of the second multiplier, because in root tetra, I think the first multiplier controls the the size, and the second multiplier controls the offset of the position. These knobs are very tight, so if you try to put regular knobs, it will be very difficult to move. So I recommend you putting these micro knobs. They fit very well, and so it will be something like this. And so you need to get these NUR LED potentiometers and these micro knobs, which are very nice. Yep. And one more things about this. So what I was telling you, you need to near the power supply over here, you will have R21 and R20. These on the original cadets are 68 ohm resistors. They are for fuse, so if you have a short or more current, they should blow to protect the rest of the circuit. So I put a 68 ohm also, but because these are very low wattage, they get really hot. So this part of the circuit will be really hot unless you put something else. You can try initially on the very first test to put these resistors and see if they don't blow up, so they don't have any short. I put ferrite, so these are two are ferrites. You can put a bridge or a ferrite or a proper higher wattage 60 ohm resistor. It doesn't really matter, but if you put a resistor, just make sure it's of higher wattage, otherwise this particular zone will get really hot. All the integrated circuits are oriented to the left, so you can see all the dots are oriented to the left. This is to the left, this is also to the left. You can see to the left, to the left, to the left, everything is to the left. And the same with the diode. So you can see this is minus 12, so voltage should be flowing this way. So this is the marking, you can see the marking of the diode, and on the other side, since this is positive 12, voltage will be flowing this way. So this here is the marking on the top. On the top is the marking of the diode. One thing you should make before powering up is you should really test both of the modules for short, so you make sure they don't have any shorts. It's very easy to measure, so you need your multimeter on beep mode. Basically, you want to measure all the pins here. They should not be shorting. So minus 12 with ground and plus 12, and they are not shorting. They should be shorting on the horizontal because they are connected. All these 6 should be shorting because they are ground and they are connected. This one, but you can see ground and plus 12 is not shorting, minus 12 and plus 12 is not shorting, minus 12 and ground is not shorting. So this is the basic stuff, but you should also test after the ferrite or the resistor. The reason for this is that sometimes these two diodes won't let you properly test for short, so you want to test from this leg of the whatever you put, resistor, ferrite, and then test with ground. You should not have a short. Test with plus 12. You should not have a short. And in the same way with the other one. So you can obviously test, because this is connected, you can test from here or from here or from here also. So you can see these legs and these are connected. They should be connected, is fine, but these two sides should not be connected. This side with ground should not be connected. With this should not be connected. If we're connected this with -12, it means maybe this is shorted somewhere here. So just make sure you test for shorts before plugging. Orientation of everything, and you should be fine. If you have any problems, just let me know. That's it.